Oh, it's just days one. Total soul. Oh, okay. Total solar eclipse. All right. High frequencies. I'm coming in because I'm about to chill for a minute before the cooking begins. I'm going to cook around the witching hour. So the witching hour, for those of you all who don't know, is from like 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. So around about that time is when a lot of conjuring happens. It's when a lot of witches actually go in and do their work. That's the heightened time. And you don't have to be a witch to do the work. But, you know, most black women, we're witches, whether you want to admit to it or not. You may be like still caught up in the Anglo-Saxon Caucasian thought process of what witch is, which I hope we're past that now. Also, I want to tell you all that you don't have to like go in on telling your family about Thanksgiving, saying that Thanksgiving is from this, that, and the third, and Thanksgiving is the historical meaning behind Thanksgiving. Okay, whatever. We know it. Whatever. You don't have to beat your family members up over the fact that they are still in the dark. Well, they may be still in the dark about a lot of stuff. Okay? So every time the holidays come around, you don't have to be that family member that's trying to be so fucking woke. Okay? You don't have to be that family member that's trying to be so fucking woke. But what you can do, because energy is being directed towards giving thanks right now, right? Energy, millions and millions of people are pushing energy into Thanksgiving, to giving thanks right now. So don't try to go against the grain. But what you can do is utilize that energy in order to bring about some good for you in your life. All right? So we know from a higher spiritual perspective about gratitude. We know about giving thanks. We know these are higher frequencies. These are things that we use in order to bring awareness or to ourselves, but first being able to be a reflection to the universe, right? So we don't want to be against the grain. Don't be that overly woke family member, okay? But you do want to go into the energy with your awareness and use this to cultivate what we need during this time. Like I was saying earlier, I'm going to start cooking during the witching hour from 12 a.m. to 3 a.m. All right? And we're doing some conjuring, some kitchen conjuring. Most women during this time are kitchen witches, whether they want to, call themselves witches or not. They are kitchen witches during this time. And you could be a male and you like to cook. You are a kitchen witch during this time. And we can use that energy. It's this powerful energy right now. If you want to go against the grain and be all, super duper woke and, forget all of that about the history. We're beyond his story or her story because we don't know the story. We don't really even know the story because it is a story. But what we can do is work with energy. We work from an energetic perspective. We don't work from, we work from beyond. If you still caught up on black, white, yellow, green, all these people colors and all this, and they from this and you from that, you still in a lower vibration, you still in a lower frequency. All right? That is the distraction. We got to understand distractions too. So some people who are just now coming into an awareness or awakening may be caught up in that realm of they lied to us about the Bible and this is going on and all of this and this happened. This happened before this. And then we had the Anunnaki. And then we don't fucking know. Okay, the only thing you really can do is go inward. You can take a psychedelic journey and go inward to receive information, but that's going too far, because if you haven't even mastered this physical body, if you haven't mastered these elements, we are a representation of the oneness. We are a representation of the oneness. We're earth, air, fire, water. Okay? We are a representation of all oneness, and we bring this together and bring this under subjection, then we have the key. We have unlocked something that doesn't even matter people's colors, and all this classing people based on colors and what they did to us 500 years ago. And I'm not saying forget it and it doesn't matter, but you do have to understand when that program is a distraction to you reaching to your higher potential and your highest self. So anyway, that's my little rant on Thanksgiving. But to get back to it, I'm going to rest right now. I'm watch a movie. I'm going to relax, chill, and I'll start cooking around 12 a.m. And like I was saying before, most people, whoever cooks in the family, if you're the cook, if auntie, grandmama, whoever, sister, brother, if they're cooking, then they are the witch right now. They are setting the tone, the energy, the frequency, and the vibration for the entire family. So like you said, you may have said before, like, you can tell this been cooked with love. Or grandma put her foot in this. Grandma probably did put her foot in it. Grandmama is a kitchen witch. She's cultivating in the kitchen. She's putting that energy into the food. And so using food, using all those herbs, those spices, just bringing all that, mixing, conjuring all of that together in her cauldron, in her pots. All of that is witch work. It's ritual work. It's bringing the family together. It's showing love. It's showing gratitude. It's giving thanks. And so we can use our kitchens during this time to share that love. Now, we got to think about things that's going on right now, because we're in this season, of giving and gratitude and thankfulness. And we have to use that along with what's going on in the cosmos. We have solar flares. We just had an earthquake shaking us up here. We've had the lunar eclipse. We have a solar eclipse that's coming around December the 4th, I do believe. Then we just had a partial lunar eclipse and a full moon. We have to use all, and then we're getting ready to go into the new year in 2022. All right, so all of this is going on using the energy. So, and you may be somebody like myself who's plant-based, and everybody in your family eats meat or, dairy products and all that kind of stuff. So last year it was for me because everybody in my family, I would say the pillars or the matriarchal pillars of my family have transitioned. My mom's transitioned. My grandparents have been transitioned. My aunt on my father's side transitioned. My aunt on my mother's side just transitioned. Those were the women who cooked in my family. They're gone. So now I'm the elder. Right? I'm the elder now. Right, y'all? So being that I'm the elder in the family, I'm setting the tone for my great nieces, my great nephews, my son, my nieces and nephews, even for my sisters, brothers, and my father. I'm preparing, which I did last year. I had a few family members come over. I'm doing the same thing again this year. I'm preparing my plant-based food, my plant-based, thanks and gratitude dinner. All right. And so I'm doing the vegan mac and cheese. I'm doing the sweet potato casserole. I'm doing the green bean casserole. I'm also making a banana bread. I'm making the oatmeal raisin cookies. So I'm preparing my own feast, and I'm inviting my family members to come over for them to try. Now, this is just my second year, and there's no pressure. we don't, when you are aware, or some people may still be using the term woke, but when you are spiritually aware, I don't even like the term woke, because you get to a level where you're out, you go into levels of this thing like, yeah, I know I'm a black woman, we have this fight. Yeah, I know this happened years ago. And yeah, I know there are some social injustices going on. We can't stay in that. We have to continue to ascend. So we don't want to be like, the religious folk, so to speak, where they're pushing, their religious beliefs on you. And if you don't think like this, then you going to hell. That's how some woke people, or spiritually, they're spiritual newborns, may be. We don't want to be like that. We let our energy speak for us. All right. So like when I invite my family member, I was like, oh no, I don't eat that, but I prepared a plant-based dinner and it tastes really good. And I invite you to come over and try it and see if you like it, and see, how it, is for you. If you may like it, you may not, it's okay, but at least we can come over, we can fellowship, we can have some drinks, we can, chill out and enjoy the vibes, maybe watch a movie, watch some sports, invite them. Even for Christmas, most of my family still celebrates Christmas. I did a brunch. I did a plant-based brunch, and my son and I prepared brunch for my family so they could still go other places and eat the things that they like. But I'm setting the tone for forward movement, but not in a pushy, I'm so spiritually aware and I just know everything and you all are still asleep and you need to. Don't do that to your family, because you're doing more of pushing people away than you are for this time. This is the time that we're bringing people together. We're showing gratitude. We're showing thankfulness. We're showing love. We want people to come together. Okay? And even if you're not preparing, if you're not going to be the kitchen witch during this time and you're allowing someone else to be that witch and you're going to eat food, then just be aware of the food that you take in. Okay? I don't care if it's a family member. If you know they hold a certain vibration, you don't need to eat that type of food. You don't need to eat their food. If you know you have a family member that keep up a lot of mess in the family, that gossips a lot, that that's always needy, or the family member who's always begging for money, I wouldn't eat that food. Being that you are more spiritually aware, then the food that they prepared is holding that same vibration, is holding that same frequency, and you're taking that in. So that's why I tell you all, if you're not eating food from someone who, especially during this time, because see, this is a time of gratitude, thanks, and we're in a high frequency time where we're manifesting instantly. So whatever you're taking in is going to start manifesting in your life. And fest, when we think of a fest, Manny, we can think of manna or Manny. Even in the Bible, talked about manna, the bread of heaven, the mind, the information. Manny, information, fest, or feast, or festival. We think about all of that. Festering is creating this energy. So we think about Manny or manna, and then fest. So we put that manifest. So you can manifest, you can have this manna or this information and this fest or feast or festival or festering to continue to build itself up within you to now come out in the all. So you can manifest a lot of different things when you're cooking, or the person who is doing the cooking. So you need to be very, very mindful of food, or what they manifest, the manna, the information that's festering together that you're taking in when you're eating during this time and throughout these holidays. So if you don't prepare now, if you decide, I don't like to do all the cook. I like auntie's dressing or whatever the case may be. Just be mindful. I'm just putting this information out to you as it's given to me. We are not in the times anymore where we're just going off of, emotional needs. I want to eat and it tastes good. We have to be beyond taste at this time. And I'm not talking to everybody because everybody's not going to understand it. So it's okay. It's not for everybody. It's for the person or persons that understands, that receives and gets this. So you cannot eat everybody's food anymore. You cannot eat anybody's cooking anymore. I don't care if you're plant-based, if you're vegan, if you're a flexitarian, if you're a carnivore, if you're an omnivore, whatever void you are, you cannot eat everybody's food right now. If you're not in the kitchen having your hands in the preparing of the food, then you need to be mindful of who is in the kitchen doing what to what your food and the energy they are projecting into the food, the vibration that they're holding, the frequency they're holding. If you know you have a family member who's extremely sick, or they smoke a lot of cigarettes, or they do drugs, but auntie can cook the best sweet potato pie and I like it. Not anymore. We're not in that energy anymore where we can do that, okay? I just want to make you all aware of where we are right now, what's going on. So, do, if you can, prepare your own meals, prepare your own food, or prepare something during this time. If you don't make everything, prepare something for your time. Use this kitchen cultivation time of Thanksgiving to be able to manifest things and will them to you. Or either you're going to be manifesting somebody else's energy within you, and it will come to life during this time of giving, because they're giving. All right, giving. If I give something to you, I'm not asking for it back. I just give it to you, right? It's handing it off. Willfully handing it off to you. So if that person that is preparing during Thanksgiving and they're giving you some food with their frequency and their energy, you're taking it in and taking it on. And we got to understand that everything that we do in this reality has some type of work, right, ritual, reading, word made flesh. The word was made flesh. The written word was made flesh. The spoken word is made flesh. We are constantly manifesting, bringing information into a festival, a feast, a reality, a festering. Is constantly conjuring up, okay? So we got to understand everything that's going on right now of every single thing that we do, okay? So just be mindful during this time. Do your gratitude prayers, prayers of gratitude. I had someone, I was in a spiritual botanica yesterday. And I had this man come up to me. I don't know, what his reasons were, at all. People be, reaching out sometimes and they just have motives. But he said something in very particular that he said, we're in a time now, and I've been saying this, where we are saying things and they're coming into reality, and that the ancestors, the ones who, our spirit guides, our energy, those who, from the beyond of that created us with this. What is that? Oh no, hold on. Let's see.